And it's March 8th, International Women's Day, and what better to talk about women empowerment and financial literacy for all women. I'm joined by the team of Millennium Mams, as they are known as. It's a unique women's only forum that actually believes in empowering them through financial education, financial literacy. It's a very strong group that I am told of. They have 5,000 plus members. So let me bring on board Mr. Bishnu Dhanuka, who's the founder and the mentor. We have Preeti Agarwal, who is the president of Millennium Mams. We have Namita Mihanka, who is the vice president of Millennium Mams. Nidhi Kanoi, who is with me in the studio. She's the president of Mumbai chapter. We have Jasbir Purvanka, who is the committee member of Bangalore chapter. Welcome aboard, all the ladies, as well as Mr. Dhanuka. Thank you so much for joining us. Let me first come to you, Preeti. Let me begin with the most basic and the most upfront question that anyone can ask you. What is Millennium Mams all about? What is it that you do? And moreover, we'll all want to know how is it that you'll do this?
Thank you, Sheryll. Thank you so much for inviting us on your platform and giving me this opportunity to introduce this unique organization to your audience. So, Millennium Mam was created in 1993, 29 years ago, by our two founder mentors. And their sole aim was women empowerment through financial literacy and making them financially independent. So, since then, our organization has multiplied many folds. And till now, as you mentioned, we have touched lives of more than 5,000 women. And all of them are financially independent with robust portfolios. We have students from Pan India and from across the globe. We are based out of Kolkata and we have chapters in Mumbai and Bangalore as well. Our students are from all over India and from London, Dubai, Indonesia, and the list goes on. As you asked me how we work, so our course highlights are we do classroom lessons based on the principles of Warren Buffett. We attend the AGMs of renowned Indian companies as well as multinational companies. We do factory visits to get a first-hand information on the product life cycle as well as value addition. We meet the CEOs and MDs of top Indian companies. We invite the industry stalwarts to our platform to get a deep insight on the sector. This is how we work, Sheryll.
Right. There's a lot that you'll all do actually, and let me just actually pose the next question to the founder as well as the mentor for all of you, and that is Mr. Dhanuka. Mr. Dhanuka, like I mentioned, you're the founding member of the strong brand, or should I say the force that is behind Millennium Mams. Well, all the ladies here would definitely agree when I say that you are the real source of inspiration for them. But tell me, what actually motivated you to create such a strong women's only forum?
Sheryll, first of all, thank you very much for inviting us to ET Now. This will motivate so many women throughout the world to participate in their journey for finance. Now, Sheryl, I started 30 years ago this forum, and I wanted to offer a flexi module for women. Whatever they are doing, they should continue to do, and they can become a good investor. That was the whole idea. And initially, we were getting to only housewives. Now, as we are growing, so many types of women we are joining. And my only, I will say, mission in life is women empowerment. Now, women empowerment, as Preeti said, cannot happen without financial independence. And financial independence cannot happen without financial literacy. So, in nutshell, we are pursuing financial literacy for the women, and I'm so happy that there is a silent revolution happening in Calcutta, Mumbai, Bangalore, and now more cities.
That's great, Mr. Dhanuka. And Nidhi, let me come to you. Okay, since we spoke before this as well, and you said that mostly you all are into capital market investing, you educate women on that. So tell me something, do you invest in the capital markets? And prior to joining Millennium Mams, were you an active investor, or did you ever think that you will go ahead and invest in the stock market?
Actually, prior to joining the organization, Sheryll, very frankly, it was a bit of a fear factor. Didn't know what it involved. You did it because you were involved in meetings with the family and stuff like that. But now, thanks to Sir's teachings, Millennium Mams, it's made us financially independent. At least I feel very confident in taking the plunge. I've become an active investor now. Last 1.5 years I've been part of this organization. So it's been a great learning. It's a real joy to do your own stuff and see how things take shape in the future. It's lovely.
Absolutely. Jasbir, you're joining us from Bangalore, and it's India's very own Silicon Valley. Have you faced any hurdles when it comes to engaging with other women, convincing them to take charge of their finances? As we all know, most of the times, actually, we all tend to be very risk averse, not wanting to invest our money somewhere is very risky, like a stock market. Definitely, a lot of them actually sit back and think, should I put my money in the stock market? I'd rather do an FD or put it as a recurring deposit instead.
Hi, Sheryll. You're absolutely right on that. In my experience, women by nature, they are risk averse. And when it comes to investments, they are comfortable to adopt the conventional method, like you said, fixed deposit or even gold for that matter. But through our organization, Millennium Mams, our platform has been offering a systematic course when it comes to financial literacy. So through this course, women are being able to take educated responsibilities and decisions, which also, let me tell you, by the way, all the MBA degrees and the business degrees are not able to offer it to us. And it has, like Sir said, it has been a revolution. And in fact, I would also like to talk about this other particular point where women are becoming bread earners. More and more women are handling income in the family, and they are taking over higher positions. But as a culture and a tradition in India, it's the men who are handling the investments and the wealth creation. But again, thanks to our organization, that also is changing, where women are gaining so much confidence in being able to manage not only their own finances, but they are taking charge of the finances of the family offices as well.
Right. Mr. Dhanuka, I'm going to pose a very tricky question to you. Who do you think makes a better investor? Is it all the women out there who are managing their finances? Or is the men who historically, as Jasbir also said, they have been in charge of investing and taking care of the finances?
Sheryl, definitely, women have got so many qualities, and particularly I'm talking about 3 qualities which are very, very important for investment. One quality is patience. We male members lose patience very fast. So they have got a patience. Second is focus. They are really focused on whatever they are doing. And third is maybe there's a passion to grow more and more, maybe because of the suppression they might have faced in the last 100 years. So these 3 qualities make them definitely a better investor. Mr. Warren Buffett said that I have a competition with 50% of the population. But now I must tell Buffett that your competition will go up now.
Right, absolutely. And perfect answer that was, Mr. Dhanuka. I'm sure we all are pleased to hear that, definitely. Namita, let me come to you. How has the response been during the pandemic? No doubt, we have seen massive rise in the number of demat accounts post-March 2020 and what happened to the markets. But now we have a lot of geopolitical tensions that's going on, and we can see what's happening to the markets. There's a lot of volatility. So how has there been the response for that? Have you seen women get a bit jittery at this point in time, or they are ready to take the bet? And, like they say, buying on dips, buying the markets in dips is the best opportunity.
Let me tell you, Sheryl, I'll bring you in on a secret. We in Millennium Mams are well prepared. We actually follow the principles of Warren Buffett, and volatility doesn't exist for us in the sense that it doesn't really trouble us because we don't look at the index every day falling, going up, and it doesn't really, we don't do that. So I'm like, Mr. Warren Buffett, I am confident that this will also pass through. And I want to take maximum advantage of this volatility. I have a list prepared. I know the companies that I'm following, and I'm looking at opportunities to actually buy into them.
Great, and that's perfect actually. When you're a long-term investor, the day-to-day movement of the market should ideally not bother you. You should be well prepared to take volatility in your stride and not panic actually during these times of volatility. But let me pose one last question to all of you all. I know that you all have gone in 2019. You all actually went to Omaha to attend the AGM of Berkshire Hathaway. You all follow the principles of Warren Buffett very closely. You all also take lessons on that as well. But any one secret that you all want to share with the women out there who are still contemplating on investing in stock market? Let me start with you, Preeti. What advice would you want to give those women or share some tricks?
So, Sheryl, to all the women out there, there's just one piece of advice to them. Take this systematic financial literacy seriously, follow it, and you cannot go wrong. Dhanuka sir has always taught us to be cautiously optimistic. The volatile times shall come and go. Take your calculated risk, go ahead. Whatever you learn here, it is the only principle that stays with you. So that's the only piece of advice that we can give all the women out there, that just go and do this. Do this for yourself.
Absolutely. And Nidhi, what's your view then? What is your secret? Any particular company that you like or what you look at? How should women actually start taking interest in stock market?
No, reading, learning, and that's the key. The more you read, the more you research. So read, and then you can go ahead and invest, like Mr. Dhanuka sir has always taught us. And I think that's the best thing we've learned, to read and take a decision after learning.
Right, absolutely. Namita, what about you?
The other thing also what we look at is that now with information available, it's also important to look at the AGMs. You take a step further, beyond don't depend on tips. Actually look at attending EAGMs like we do. We've done it over the years, and we've actually increased the number of AGMs we were attending through the EAGM process. So that has been great. We also look at attending analyst calls. So actually the learning process is a lot more deeper.
Absolutely. And Jasbir, what according to you that one should keep in mind, or as women should keep in mind while looking at investing?
As Mr. Dhanuka focused on the three important qualities that we all as women possess by nature, we must leverage on these qualities and adopt the mantra of learn and earn.
Right, absolutely, absolutely. And Mr. Dhanuka, for all the women out there who are still wondering whether they should take charge of the finances in their hands and look at stock market as a good and healthy way of investing money, what's your advice to all of them?
My advice is investing is very simple. Don't complicate it and stay invested for long term. These crises will come and go. And as Namita said, that these crises throws opportunity. So as Buffett said, read and read more.
Absolutely, point taken. Thank you so much to the entire team of Millennium Mams who've joined us on the special occasion of Women's Day to actually spread the message of financial literacy among all the women, that it is time that you take charge of your finances and attain that financial independence. And we had Mr. Bishnu Dhanuka with us, Preeti Agarwal, Namita Mihanka, Nidhi Kanoi, as well as Jasbir Purvankara. Thank you so much, all of you all, for joining us.
Thank you, Sheryl.
Thank you. Thank you, Sheryl.
Thank you.